Hi everyone, it's Brittany and my model, Jessica, and this is our first makeup tutorial. We're going to go by really fast since we only have 10 minutes, but that's okay. We're going to be doing a basic look, and for this video we're going to be going over a full coverage face concealer, primer, and foundation. Cool, so let's get started. First, you want to have a clean, bare face before you do anything. So just wash your face.
It's ugly.
It's not. Anywho, and you're going to want to apply a primer. A primer can be applied by your hands, by a fluffy brush, by any type of stippling brush. But the primer I'm using today is by Bare Minerals, and I'm running out, so sorry about that. And primers are generally very jelly liquids. I'm really running out. You're just going to apply it, warm it between your hands, and you're going to apply it all over the face and everywhere that you're applying makeup. So here, the T-zone, the chin, the neck, anywhere you're going to be applying makeup. And to apply an eye primer, I'm using the Eye Proxy Primer, and that's from coastalscents.com. Other really good ones are the Urban Decay. And this is going to be your primer for your eyelids. And this is going to help your eyeshadows stay in place. So you're going to need a face primer and an eye primer. And you might as well, primers are basically the only thing I would say to really spend your money on, just because they help keep your makeup stay in place. And you want your makeup to stay in place. Why even buy makeup if it's not going to stay on? It doesn't make sense. So we applied these. So both of the primers are on, and we usually let them set for about 10 minutes, but for a question of time, we're going to move on. Okay, so after the primer, you're going to go in with your concealer. What I'm using today is a Raise Paste by Benefit. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a pretty pricey concealer, but it works really, really well. You always want to get a concealer, a color that contradicts your issues. So if you have green, or if you have redness issues, you want to get a green concealer. If you have black, obviously you want to get something really light. So we're going to go under here, and I'm using this finger, the ring finger, because it's the gentlest one. And the space in this area, right under the eye, all around the eye, is extremely, extremely sensitive. And you don't want to cause any premature wrinkles in that area. So I'm just dabbing it right on there, and then getting any other blemishes she has, just really gently. You never want to cake on your makeup, just because, you know, why would you want to cake on makeup? You're not getting the best result out of your product. You really want to build it. You want to find buildable concealer. So I'm getting this finger again, and I'm just patting it on really, really gently. Okay, so patting this on. I mean, if you can see the difference on both sides. And this concealer as well has a brightener already in it, so it's going to brighten this part of her face. Okay, and all I'm doing is just patting, 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 and pat on to her blemish. Jessica has a pimple.
Cover it up.
Okay, so we're done with concealer. And if you have anything else, just pat it on. Just build it. Don't ever take a gunk of it. It's not cute. That didn't hurt as much as it sounded. Okay, now we're going to get a powder foundation. If you have liquid or powder, it doesn't matter. But you're going to want some kind of fluffy brush for your powder. This is a MAC brush, okay? Works really well, but they sell a lot of great brushes at CVS too, any fluffy brush. Okay, so deciding on foundation, again, I'm going to build this. Oh, the foundation I'm using is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. It's awesome. So to determine what foundation you're going to use, you really want to know your skin type, okay? If you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, like for example, if you're going to use a liquid foundation, that tends to be not good for oily skin, just because liquid foundations are used mainly to get that dewy kind of fresh look. But if you already have that shine on your face, it'll probably add to it. Okay, so we're just going to build this. We're going to get the neck part. blend it into your neck and make sure you get the right color for your face. So I'm just going to get some. I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm never going to blow it off because you're going to get bacteria all on your brushes. On the ears, a lot of people forget the ears, I think because it feels funny. Okay, and this is just going to even out her skin tone. We're going to get right there under the eyes, and that's just going to set that concealer. Okay, so there we go. Close your eye. Yeah. Okay, so we got our primers, we got our concealer, and we got our foundation. Now we want some kind of blush. Now there's all different kinds of blushes. There's cream and there's powder blushes. I like to use powder blushes just because I think they're funner and easier to use. So for the blush, you want to get some kind of blush brush, and it's an angled brush. Actually, here's the angle. This is from MAC, but they sell really cool ones too at CVS. So you want to get an angle just because you're trying to get this angle on your face. Okay, so for the blush, I'm going to use, for the look we're doing today, I want kind of a brown, really brown pinky kind of cheek. So I'm using Lorac, and it's a duo blush. Oh, it's a little thing that comes with it. So it has the brown part, and it has like a really light pink, and then a brown part. Okay, so we're going to dab this on, tap off the excess, smile, just put it right on the cheekbones, right there. And blend it upwards. Don't feel afraid to build the blush. Okay, this way, smile. If you want to go a step forward and contour the cheeks, you can, but for today we're just going to add blush. I'm going to get some of this pink, tap off, and just put it right at the balls right here. Balls of her cheeks. There we go. Okay, so we're done with the blush. Now, to perfect the face and make sure this all stays in place, I'm going for a skin finish. And the skin finish I'm using is by Makeup Forever. And all you're going to do is put some, the skin finishes are usually translucent white powders, and this just makes all your concealer, your blush, and your foundation just all stay in place. So I'm going to get my kabuki brush, and I got this cute little pink one that works really, really well from Coastal Scents. I'm going to dab it in here, and I'm going to fluff it all over her face. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more. Alright, and that's it, y'all. This is, if you want to go a step further, actually, when going to the eyeshadows, you can find an eyeshadow base. The eyeshadow base I'm going to use today is MAC, the Painterly Paint Pot. And it's just a color base that you can put on your eyelids after your primer dries for your eyelids, and put on some kind of colored base. So I'm going to put that on, and then we're going to finish the rest of the look. Thanks.